The Classical Roots concert started in 1978, and the first concert was at historical Bethel AME Church in Detroit.
But it was an isolated event in the community, and our effort was to create a wider audience, wider appreciation.
The Classical Roots celebration is an offshoot of the Classical Roots concert series itself. The celebration was something that was a wonderful idea of Dr. Arthur Johnson.
With all of its implications for the African American Composers Program, the African American Fellowship Program, the effort of the GSO to really present the music of all Americans to the overall community.
I believe Dr. Johnson wanted really to see his community reflected more in what the orchestra does in this celebration. And, more importantly, when African Americans or any other minority community see themselves represented on the stage, that lights the fire within younger people and older people that, there are other possibilities out there.
African American composers were shunned, and that bothered him a great deal. Not only composers of today, but composers from the past. And by being able to bring these things to the forefront, I know it made him feel good that the rest of us, those of us who are not African American, could recognize the importance and the influence of these particular composers.
Well, I remember Arthur talking to me about how classical roots should evolve. And he said to me many times that it was terribly important that it does evolve and fit the day. And absolutely, the integration of our education work with the Classical Roots program is an example of how we've taken that advice. So much of what we do now in the week preceding connects some of the artists that we bring, the composers, the conductors, the soloists, with young people in our community.
Today we have contemporary composers that are expressing contemporary ideas and values in the music, and the more people that come to our concerts will see that their everyday experiences are being played out on the stage.
Let the American orchestra, with its music, breathe freely through all of its choirs, with the rich and matchless diversity of its people and their cultures. Let me at last see and hear myself, my community, my city, and my country in the orchestra experience.